everybody. Today I'm going to talk about the Chief Scout of the world, Baden Powell.
Chief Scout.
In this presentation, I want to introduce to you his early life and his military careers, because this is a long history of his life. But I just focus on some main events in his military career. First one I'm gonna talk about is his early life. Baden Powell was born at 6 Stanhope Street, Paddington in London on 22nd February 1857. He's lived in a family which has 7 children: Warrington, George, Augustus, Francis, Steffi is the chief scout of the world, and Agnes and Baden. After attending Rose Hill School, Tunbridge Wells, his favorite brother Augustus died, and Steffi was awarded a scholarship to Charterhouse British Public School, and his first introduction to scouting skills was stocking and cooking games while boarding teacher in the near woods, which were strictly outbounds. And he plays the piano and violin. That was an ambidextrous artist and enjoy acting. He spent his holiday time to play in canoeing expeditions with his brothers. And I just in this presentation I just focus on some military careers, some main events of his military career. Steffi was sent to South Africa to scout and draw maps of a language which was attended by the Boers who has come to the South Africa from Holland before, many years before. And after that, Steffi returned to England when he was 36, and he couldn't stay at home for a long time before he was sent back to Africa to file some friendly natives of tribes to act as a scout who could open a trail for the British soldiers to follow. Steffi continues his task by going to India and to train and his task at that time was to train a soldier over there. And after that, his was ordered to go to South Africa again to defend a small town called Mafeking. We surrounded by the Boers, and they asked him to surrender, but he refused. And finally, Steffi and his men were rescued by his brother, now a major in the army, and the siege of Mafeking was over. Steffi met his family in a house near London. In 1920, Steffi and Oliver, his wife, had 2 girls and a boy. He died before his almost 84. And here's some reference about my presentations. Thank you very much.
Was he American? Is this an American? I don't know. Is he British?
Yeah, British. He's from England. Because the story of him, his stories was very long, so I think you couldn't understand what I'm saying. I just focus on some main events.
Can you summarize why is he important for me? I didn't.
What did he do? He was a scout. He is the most famous scouts in the world, and he's the creates the scout boys and girls guys in the world.
The Boy Scouts
The Boy Scouts.
organization.
Yeah.
He's the father of the,
Of the Boy Scout and the girl guy in the world. And
were you a Boy Scout? Do you have it in Vietnam?
yeah, we have a Boy Scout, but I don't know how to. But we have a different name of the Boy Scout.
It's Vietnamese.
Yeah, the Vietnamese.
But it's the same organization?
Yeah, I think so.
Have any of you been in Boy Scouts? Do you have Boy Scouts or Girl Scouts in your country?
I think
Yeah.
Russia. I think Russia
Yeah,
has
Women
the Boy
Scouts for
Scout.
kids. Huh?
I think Russia has Boy Scout.
Do you have it in Venezuela? Boy Scouts, do you have it? Do you know
Yeah,
what
I
it is?
didn't went. My brother
Do
went.
you have it in Angola? No? Your brother went?
Yes, but I didn't like it.
Okay.
Now this is like for Americans, for boys, for women, something.